Now, the plight of Shambo, the bull who's tested positive for TB, has already split farmers and some religious groups. But the campaign to save him is now dividing Hindu groups as well.
Now, by law, all cattle with TB must be destroyed. But monks at the temple where Shambo is kept believe all life is sacred and say he should be saved. They're being backed by the Hindu Forum of Britain. But some Hindus are worried the campaign is giving their religion a bad reputation.
Well, joining us now from our London studio is Jay Lakhani from the Hindu Council UK. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. Jay, what's your reaction to this campaign to save Shambo?
Indeed. You see, I mustn't sound like a heartless Hindu here to kind of pass judgment on a poor animal, but at the same time, this bull issue is undermining the integrity and the credibility of this Hindu religion. So it is necessary to inject a bit of a rationality into this highly emotive subject. So what is the rationale here? You see, the Hindu religion doesn't say that the bull in the temple, the sacred bull in the temple, is any more sacred than the bulls that are grazing the fields around the temple. So if the life of one animal, one bull, is going to endanger the lives of lots of other bulls around or other livestock around, then we must take into account the context in which we are operating. The Hindu religion says life is sacred, and the idea of reverence for life cannot be limited to the human kingdom and must be extended into the animal kingdom. And at the same time, it says do not underestimate the importance of taking into account the context of the overall situation before we take decision. So here the overall situation is simply this, that if the life of this one animal is going to endanger the lives of many all, then we must take into account the greater good and sacrifice the individual good. That is what religions are all about.
That's a pretty clear message. Why don't you think the monks in this particular case share that view?
I think it is necessary to recognize that Hindu religion says all these wonderful ideas can only be put into practice by taking into account the context in which we are operating. And I think they seem to have forgotten this second aspect of religious teaching. Because religions teach us that it is necessary to, if you like, promote the overall good and sacrifice the individual good for the benefit of the greater society. And somehow this message seems to have got lost in the process. The reason why I'm very worked up is this. The Hindu religion has a great deal to contribute towards the idea of community cohesion through its religious pluralistic teachings. And all these marvelous and dynamic aspects of Hinduism are being undermined with this kind of bull stories making rounds at the moment.
Mr. Lakhani, thank you very much indeed for joining us.